Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with a repurchase. The Niod website is running 23% off, I believe, through like December 5th or something like that. They like do it all of November. So I stocked up on the Fractionated Eye Contour Concentrate. This is a serum that I use morning and night first on my eye layering situation every single day. I just absolutely love this. It's a 0.5 fluid ounce pipette glass bottle that it comes in, and you guys have heard me talk about this forever because I've been through several bottles of it. It has a serum consistency, but it doesn't like seep into the eyes, and it gives this really nice hydration. It's not something that I use by itself. I do put something heavier over the top of it both morning and night, but I love it as a serum layered underneath heavier products. So I got 2 more of those guys during the sale, and that's still going on right now as well. And when I bought those, it was like spending a certain amount of money and you would get a free modulating glucosides serum. I believe it's a serum. It doesn't say serum, but I believe it is. It's a 30 milliliter, 1 fluid ounce, also glass bottle with a pipette. So I've been using this layering with other skincare products every night, just a few drops, because that's kind of what it says on the directions. It says apply a few drops. So that's what I've been doing, and it says AM and PM, but I just started off using it in the nighttime just to kind of see what it would do. It does say if irritation occurs, cease use and consult a physician. I don't really notice anything yet. It could be too soon, but like initially when I read that if irritation occurs, I kind of got concerned. And so I used like 2 drops and then I kind of didn't notice anything, and I still kind of haven't. So it is a fairly new product in the routine. I've only been using it for a few days because I just got this order. So we'll see if it's something that I continue to use or not. But that's the modulating glucosides. Niod has some very interesting skincare products. I did buy their face spray and I wasn't crazy about that. I actually passed it on to my mom and she's been using it, but they have some just interesting stuff. So I was happy to get this one for free to try out because I've never tried this product from the range. Decium products or Niod products are made in Canada as well, so I was happy to get that guy for free. And then I placed an order with Beauty Bay. They had 2 palettes that I just love the color stories for, so I bought those 2, and I used to really be on the lookout for the new 20-pan palettes that Beauty Bay's brand does, but it had been a while since something kind of drew me in and I hadn't placed an order on the Beauty Bay website in a hot minute. So I got 2 palettes from them. I got Desert Haze and also Dark Light. So these have got 20 shades that are 0.05 ounces a piece, and these are made in the PRC is what it says on the box packaging. I'll start off with the Desert Haze palette. The color stories in both of these are just outstanding, and they're so affordable for such great quality that you're getting. And I feel like this one might have been launched maybe around the summertime, so I was kind of happy to see that it was in stock. I might have actually seen it. I think I might have seen it somewhere else, like on Instagram or something, and then that drew me to the Beauty Bay website, and then I saw the other one. I think that's what might have happened, but gosh, I wish this would have been so beautiful to wear all summer. Again, the quality of these shadows is outstanding. It's a one and done. You're getting a ton of product. Beautiful mattes, beautiful shimmers. Some of these have got this beautiful duochrome to them. I can't say enough good things about the quality of these shadows, especially for the price. Oh, I had some stuff swatched on there. I'll go a little bit lower here. And then these next ones. Even to the touch, they just feel so nice. Smooth and soft and finely milled. This color is beautiful. And then these guys. And then these last four here. I'll have to put these ones on the side here. But just a stunner. Just a stunning, stunning palette. So this one here is Desert Haze from Beauty Bay. Again, this is the Beauty Bay brand, and they're large palettes. They just do amazing quality palettes, brand palettes for a very affordable price. So that one is Desert Haze again. And then the other one is Dark Lights, which is just another absolutely stunning, stunning color story. It reminds me of the, what was it? It was Magic Something, one of the first palettes that they did like this that was really coveted. I missed out on that one. It was before I had discovered these 20 pan palettes like this. I was never able to get my hands on it. I know it was like on some other retailers for, or like, what is it, those, the resale websites or whatever, for a lot of money, but this kind of reminds me of that color story. So pretty. And these guys. And then these guys. And then these last four. So pretty. Both of these palettes are just so pretty. Amazing color stories. So that one there is the Dark Lights palette from Beauty Bay. I should check. I wonder if they did a holiday collection. Maybe that was the holiday collection. And that's actually everything that I got and that I purchased. I do have some orders coming in, but we like got dumped on like 7 inches of snow like that. So it was like, I think it was on Sunday, it was like 60 degrees. It was really, really nice. I took advantage. I trimmed some horses and stuff like that. And then rolling into Monday night, blizzard kind of came in and just, it was like winter overnight. And then we're like, I think we were in single digit temperatures last night. I'm just like, yeah, we could have eased into it a little bit more, you know, but the mail truck actually didn't make it to the post office here, so we didn't have mail for I think 2 days or something like that. But I've got some orders out there, they just haven't made it yet. And then I did place some Black Friday stuff, but I suppose that'll take a hot minute, especially with the chaos that's all ensued with the Black Friday and stuff. But I got in some amazing, exciting PR packages that I'll share with you guys. This first one is from one of my favorite Asian indie brands, which I just got an email and they are coming to Ulta, which is super exciting. This is one of the most beautiful, beautiful brands. So it is Florasis. So this is actually their shipping box, and I kept it just to show you how pretty their boxes are. So they're running a really amazing Black Friday sale right now on their website, where I believe it's buy 3 get 25% off. And then they're also doing something with points and some rewards programs. And then also I believe that they're giving out kind of a giveaway thing as well, and I'll link that to like informational down below if you want to check that out. But they're having a really good Black Friday sale right now, and they also launched a new collection. So that's primarily when they reached out, it was for the new collection, and then they sent me a couple other bits as well. So this is their Song Brigade collection. So they sent over 2 finishes of their foundation. They sent over the Natural Radiance Cushion Foundation, which is actually the foundation that I've got on my face today. It says it's dewy, plumping complexion with all-day nourishing hydration, and it's been getting really cold outside, and this foundation is really, it wears really, really well throughout the day. It doesn't feel dry or anything like that, especially like with the colder temperatures. And it has a really lovely coverage. I would say it's medium to easily buildable full coverage for me. But even with that full coverage, it doesn't look like cakey or thick or heavy on the skin at all. It's got a very, very natural, pretty finish on the skin. So that's the finish that I'm wearing today, is the Natural Radiance one. And then they also sent the Weightless Matte Cushion Foundation. And the Natural Radiance one does a really good job of keeping oil at bay as well. And the matte one does a little bit more so, but for a matte foundation, it feels super comfortable on the skin, and it also doesn't feel drying, which is something I get concerned about because I have really dry skin, you know, especially in the colder months. So those are the 2 foundations that they had sent over. And then they have limited edition packaging as well, which Florasis just knocks it out of the park with their packaging. I'm just kind of reading the informational leaflet here, and then I'll show you the products and stuff like that, because they do a better job of explaining it than I probably do. So they also sent over the Floral Engraving Phoenix Makeup Palette 01 in Orchid Mist. This is their newest color combination in the Phoenix palette, and it's stunning. I was so excited when I seen this color story. So that's actually the eyeshadow palette that I've got on my eyes today, and it is beautiful, as well as the packaging, the embossing, all the things. It's absolutely stunning. So let's start off with these foundations. So the shades they sent me is N30 in both finishes, and they're a cushion compact foundation, which is actually super easy to just like pounce a sponge in, which is how I use them. And there's also a refill inside of the box as well. So here is what the box packaging looks like on that. There is 13 grams times 2, so each one of these has got 13 grams of product in there. And unfortunately, a lot of this is in Mandarin, so I can't like get super specific on that. That's why that leaflet is super helpful for me. And there's also expiration date on here, so like this one says 6/5 of 28, so it's got a good shelf life on it as well. The packaging has got like this embroidered fabric detail on it that's just stunning. And then let me swatch. It says on here, this is the matte longwear, and here is the Natural Radiance. I think that the Natural Radiance in the N30 is just a slightly bit lighter than the matte version. So I'm going to swatch both of them. So look at this detail. There's a sponge component that sits inside of the tray there. I do like to use just my beauty blender kind of sponge. It's the Wet n Wild one. And then you flip it open. So again, look at the attention to detail, even on the foil that's covering the cushion. It's got this beautiful intricate detail on it. So let's give you a swatch here again of the Natural Radiance in N30 right here, and this is the one that I've got on my face today. It's a pretty good match. I do find myself putting a little bit more bronze on when I use this particular shade, but you can see how nice that coverage is. So that's the Natural Radiance in N30. And here is the matte longwear cushion right here, which again is just a tiny bit deeper, I think, than the Natural Radiance. Not by a ton though. Hope somebody's not gonna, I think UPS or somebody made it. Yeah, so you can see there's a little bit more color in the matte version of that. And I'll just leave those up there to kind of dry so you can see the finishes as I swatch the other products. And then they also sent over their Yurong Blurring Press Powder also in the new collection. So this one's got blue embroidered detail compared to the pink that's on the foundation. It's so pretty. Like, ugh, I can't get enough of Florasis's formulas and their packaging. It's just all such beautiful stuff. So this is the shade Z25, and when they first launched these powders, because they're an SPF 50 powder, which I was so excited about, I used these a ton when I knew I was going to be out in direct sun. I actually used them as a finishing powder, so like an extra layer of SPF over the top. So instead of something like Guerlain Meteorites or some of my other finishing powders, if I was going to be out in that direct sun, I really wanted to amp up that SPF, I used this powder as an SPF 50 all over the face, and it works out beautiful like that. Adds just a tiny bit of coverage as well. And these also have the expiration date on the packaging. Again, this shade is Z25. I can kind of get away with any of them if I'm honest. There's a shade, I believe it is the N30 shade, that's a little bit deeper than this one. But I haven't touched the embossing on this one just yet. It's got a butterfly in there. It is so pretty. This to set my face, because I use so much SPF and hydrating skincare, and it's an SPF 50, it's just a little bit too, like, it grabs onto the moisture that's on my face a little bit too much, so I like to use it more so as a finishing powder. It just kind of works out a little bit better for me like that. Oh, it's got such a beautiful finish too for SPF 50 powder, but you can see it's got some coverage to it. Swatch. And then I'll build up a little bit right here too. So that right there is the Yurong Blurring Pressed Powder. And then there's also a little puff that comes inside of there as well. And there's a mirror. I should show you guys the mirror too. There's a mirror in there too. And then there is your beautiful packaging right there. So that one again is Z25 in the Yurong Blurring Pressed Powder SPF 50 right there. And it does do a really good job as a finishing powder with a blurring aspect as well. It's really hard to find a really beautiful SPF powder, and that one's a 50. So that's just, I love the SPF, okay? The other powder that they sent over is their gorgeous Peach Blossom Silk Powder, which I have been through like full sizes of this. This is a really good one to take down shine on the face. You can use it as an all over buffing finishing powder as well. And it's also really, really pretty underneath the eyes. The loose powders from them are stunning underneath the eyes as well. And they come in several different like tones, which is awesome. So this one here has got the purple fabric butterflies on there. Let me pull the sticker off here so you can see it. Oh, they're so pretty. And this is the shade 04, so it's got a puff inside of there, and it's got just the slightest bit of a lilac undertone to it. So again, this is what I use to buff all over my face as a finishing powder. Works out beautiful like that, as well as taking down shine. So I'll just take this fluffy brush and kind of show you, because I do have a bit of shine. I spray the heck out of my face with a hydrating mist. So you can see how pretty that makes your skin look. So again, this is what I use as a finishing powder. And let me grab all of the compacts so you can see the detail on the front of all three of them. So the Peach Blossom powder has got the purple butterflies. The foundation has got the pink butterflies. And then the SPF 50 powder has got the blue butterflies. Aren't those stunning? Just stunning. And then even down to the detail where you open up the compact, you know. And right there you can kind of see the differences between the two foundations. They're both N30. This is the matte version, and then there's the Natural Radiance. I just want you guys to be able to see that. So the matte one is more matte, and there is a little bit more radiance to the Radiance one. And there's the SPF 50 powder. Should I swatch the, let me swatch the, I didn't swatch the Blossom one here, just so you can see for what it's worth. It's so finely milled. It feels like silk. So smooth. You can see it's got a brightening aspect to it as well. And then I was so excited to get the Eastern Beast Sculpting Makeup Palette in the shade B02. This is the one that I didn't have, and it's got the really beautiful pink blushes in there. So I've actually been using this every single day since I got it. I kind of have been having a hard time putting it down. I use all four of the products inside of here in the formulation. Baked Gelée. It's got beautiful embossing that I've near destroyed because I've been using it, and the formula is just so nice on here. So 0.38 ounces of product, or 10.8 grams in this guy. And Florasis products are made in the PRC. So the limited edition packaging is out of stock. It's got the white to it. So this is their standard packaging, which is still, I mean, for standard packaging, I guess it's really not standard. It's just stunning. Pull this sticker off so you can see how beautiful this is. So again, this is B02, and I have got this on my face. I've got every single one of these on my face today. So there's like a peacock in there with this iridescence to it that's just beautiful. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's a mirror in here, and here are your four products. So the only matte, flat matte product I would say is this white one right here, which I've been using underneath the cheek, and it just adds this extra pop to my cheeks that I've been loving. And then I've got a mixture of these two blushes on my cheeks today for blush, and then I also use this to bronze and contour. And I've been using these by themselves and also over like my cream products, so like the CL Cream Stick Bronzer and then also a corresponding blush. Like I've used it, the blushes on top of lilac, peaches, and pinks, and it just depends on what kind of base cream one that these ones kind of turn out on top, but it just makes whatever cream that's underneath it just kind of pop a little bit. Today I've got it on by itself, so that's the blush that I've gone. I just mixed the two because this one's got a lot more sparkle to it, and I would say these two have got like satin finishes, and again these are baked gelée, and you can see that there was some serious intricate embossing in here. It's beautiful, just beautiful. So you can see how much shine that pink kind of blush has, and I mixed the two. But I should have wiped those foundations off, but how pretty. And there's a deeper version of this with more orangey tones too. I hadn't that's the one out of these face palettes that I have that I haven't touched just yet to try to keep the embossing nice. But that one there is the Eastern Beast Sculpting Makeup Palette in B02, and I've got all 4 of these on my face today. It's beautiful. I kind of want to take advantage and get another one of these. I feel like the way that I'm using it now, I'm like gonna go through it. Like I've been using it every single day, and I'm half tempted to get a few more other products. So I myself may very well be taking advantage of the Black Friday sale. They also sent me over the 3 Gentle Waves Aqua Glow highlighters. I was really intrigued by these guys and hadn't tried them just yet. So these have got 0.14 ounces of product or 4 grams a piece, and I have got the shade 03 on my face today as highlighter. So this is what the box packaging looks like on those guys. And then I love that the coloring on the top of the compacts coordinates to the shade that's inside. So I have got on 03 Lilac Haze. All 3 of these are light enough for me, and they're really, really beautiful. So they've got a slight putty texture to them. Not as squishy as something like a ColourPop Super Shock, but there is a squish to it. A stiffer kind of brush to help pick the product up if you're using a brush works best, or either trying to use it with your finger. I've been using the soft concealer brush, the from the Mini Essentials right here from Sonia G. So this is the Lilac Haze one, and I feel like they go on the skin. You can see them a little bit better on my skin than probably what they're going to swatch on my finger. But it's a very interesting formula. I'm trying to get a good swatch here. So as light as the formulation is, they do have really nice impact on the skin, and they don't look thick or heavy with having this really beautiful shine. So this one right here again is Lilac Haze. And then we've got 01 Golden Delight, which is a champagne with some really pretty sparkles in it. You're going to probably see it best on the fingertips than anything. They work out really nice on a finger as well. So that one right there is Golden Delight. And then we've got 02 Peachy Fairy Tales, which is a really pretty pinky peach. So those are the 3 Gentle Waves Aqua Glow highlighters. And again, I've got Lilac Haze for the highlighter on my face today. And then I've got 3 of their Flawless Jade Essential Hydration lipsticks, which this I have not tried before either. And these have got such a pretty sheer, again, hydrating, glossy finish texture to them. They look like they're going to be more intense in the bullet than they actually go on. So these have got 3.2 grams a piece in them. Again, their packaging is just stunning. It's got a nice weight to it with a magnetic closure and beautiful embossing on the bullet. So this first one is L501. So I'm going to try to show you how pretty the embossing is on there. It's so hard to use the products because you ruin the embossing, you know. So you can see that they go on much more sheer than they actually look in the bullet, and they've got really nice hydration to them. So that one right there is L501. And then we've got L302. And they don't really have a scent to them either. Isn't that stunning? So again, this one is L302. Put it out a little bit further. Just super easy to wear shades. So that one is L302. And then the last one is L203. Right here. So that one again is L203. I'll give you a swatch. These are so pretty. So this one's got a little bit more brown, a little bit more pink, and a little bit more orange in them, but all super easy to wear shades. So again, that last one is L203. And again, these are the Flawless Jade Essential Hydration Lipsticks right there. And then lastly from Florasis is the Floral Engraving Phoenix Makeup Palette in H05 Orchid Mist. This is the box packaging. We've got 0.45 ounces of product, or 12.8 grams in here. This palette is so stunning. So this does have a sticker on there. Sometimes I keep the stickers on because like I don't want to like scratch this up because it's so pretty, you know. I'll take it off. And this is the eyeshadow palette that I have got on my eyes today, and it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. So these are all Baked Gelée products. This is the one matte that's in here, and then you've got three really shiny shades, and then kind of some satin shimmers. Just absolutely stunning. Blend out like a dream. Any color combination that you use looks stunning on the eyes. I've actually worn this quite a few times. I couldn't not use this one because of this color story. So this is one of those things where I'm like half tempted to get a backup of it for the embossing and the fact that I love it so much. Like the colors, like it looks so pretty. I do have a shimmer underneath the brow, so sometimes that looks funny in the light through the camera, but I do feel like these translate on the eyes a little bit better than they're kind of looking in the swatches there. And I also think that you can really amp this up, or you can really tone it down as well. This color is so beautiful. And this last shade, which for me is super important. It is the deepest one in the bunch. It's got like a satin with some sparkles in it finish. And I kind of really like a deep shade in the crease for my hooded eye, but that is the color story right there. And again, this is the palette that I've got on my eyes today, and it is stunning. Again, this is Orchid Mist Floral Engraving Phoenix makeup palette right there. You can kind of see some of that embossing that's in there. Stunning packaging, stunning formulation, just beautiful. And just a massive thank you to Florasis for sending over these products as well. I'm such a fan. Another PR package that I'm over the moon about getting is one from Kaleidos. They have been off the radar for a minute. So when they sent me an email, I was really excited because this is another one of my favorite Asian indie brands. This one has more of a fun vibe, where the Florasis one is like intricate and super sophisticated. But these guys have been MIA for a minute. So I was like, I hope they're not like shutting down. And I kind of had a feeling that they must be working on something because they still had products and a website and everything like that. So I'm happy to report their new products are just over the moon awesome. I'm super stoked about everything that came in this PR package. I've got the lip combination on and also one of their new eyeliners as well. So this was all set up pretty, but I've got these products out and I've been wearing them all week actually. So you're supposed to set them all nice in here, you know, because it looks so beautiful. And this looks like a gaming, like what are those called? like an arcade game is kind of what it looks like. And then there's a little drawer in here where I put some of the packaging so I can read the information on the products. And I'm not a gamer, but I feel like this has something to do with gaming, like a gaming game. My coworker would know because she's a gamer. But there are these little facial stickers. There's Astroblade, and you've got Hyper Pop. These would be fun. And then Moon Signal. So those are the little face gems that are in there. And then there are 10 lip pencils. They're the sculpting lip pencil. It says sculpt and shade, lightweight and easy glide, soft focus, matte finish. And each one of these does come with a sharpener inside as well. And there is a total of, we've got 1.2 grams or 0.04 ounces, and these are made in the PRC. So here is the box packaging. I'll start off with the one that I've got on my lips today, and that's 01 Latitude, which is just a really beautiful nude, like kind of neutral tone nude. And these are a wooden sharpened style pencil. And then you've got this metal kind of cap that goes over the top of them. You do have to kind of push it down to make sure it's secure. And then I do love that the tips have got the color on them too. So this is a really soft pigmented formula that glides on very, very easily. And for being a wooden style pencil, I've tried lots and lots of wooden style pencils, and this is one of the softer versions. I've tried some that are actually like pretty expensive and the formula is quite stiff. These are not. They're very, very soft. So I find that these in conjunction with the lip melts work really well because some of the lip melt shades are quite like sheer. So you could pick any kind of tone of lip liner and use those lip products with them, and they just blend and melt with the lip liner to kind of create this nice transition between the two that's really lovely. So they work really lovely together. So again, this is 01 Latitude. You can kind of see just how nice that glides on. So that is the one that I've got on my lips today, is Latitude. This one right here is 02 Savannah. Right here, again, 02 Savannah. And then we've got 03 Blush. 03 Blush. This next one is 04 Sauce. That one is 04 Sauce. And then we have got 05 Mauvement, like movement, but mauve, Mauvement. So that one is 05 Mauvement. And then we have 06 Java. This one is 06 Java. And then 07 Hickory. That one is 07 Hickory. 08 Merlot. 08 Merlot. 09 Double Espresso. 09 Double Espresso. And then we have got number 10, which is Dark Matter, right here. And these are not one of those super budge-proof, long-wearing type of formulas. They have decent wear time. They just wear off kind of really pretty throughout the day. Really pretty colors, though. So those are the sculpting lip pencils, and then there are 10 lip melts and 10 lip capsules. So there are only 5 different variations of colors in the lip capsules that you can mix and match with any of their refills. So I want to show you what the shades are on those, and then I'll have to pull the inserts out because I do have the lip products inside of each one of these to kind of read the name of each one. So these are the Kaleidos Glass Load Lip Melt Capsules, and this is what the packaging looks like. So you've got the red lid with the pink kind of frosted bottom, and that one is Sugar Mode. And then you've got the silver lid with the yellow bottom, and this one is Shock Mode. It's got a little bit of a star detail on there. And then you've got the green top and the yellow bottom, and this one is Acid Mode. And then Punk Mode is the sparkle silver with the gradient green bottom. So this one is Punk Mode, and this one is Acid Mode. Just very, very cool. They're nicely weighted. They just feel super, super nice. I think I said 10. There are 6 different variations and 12 total lip products. So we've got Nitro Mode with the silver kind of brushed, and then the light, like, what is that? Kind of a periwinkle Pastel Periwinkle, and then shadow mode is the black lid and the black bottom. But these are a click style mechanism, and then inside is your product right there with the insert on there, and the names are on the refills right there too. So I'll go one by one and then read the refill off of the bullet. I'll start off with the one that's on my lips today, which, talk about a pretty color. So the one that I've got on my lips today is the shade Geek Out. These have got 0.1 ounces or 2.9 grams of product, and again, these are the glass load lip melts. Talk about a cool color. I feel like these are all so easy to wear. Some of the shades of these, I just can't get over how beautiful that they are. They're super, super glossy, very easy to wear. They feel super nice on the lips. I cannot say enough good things about these products. I just really love them. So again, this is the Geek Out shade. This is what I've got on my lips today, and I haven't reapplied this since I put it on today, and with all the talking I've been doing with the video and stuff, I don't have like any ring of product on the inside of my lips, which is just awesome. And you can see how beautiful, oh, it's so pretty. So it looks a little more intimidating in the tube than it actually is on, in my opinion. And it goes with that Florasis lip palette, or that eye palette. It's so, so nice. So again, this is Geek Out, and I'll just kind of swatch them right there. So that top lip liner 01, that's the combo I've got on my lips today. I cannot get enough of these. And then this guy right here is the shade Dungeon. It's a darker brown. So this is Dungeon, and again, because of the nature of the formula of the lip melts, like they blend into these deeper lip liners really, really well. Like the fade is, the transition between the two is really nice. So that one is Dungeon. They've got like a slightly sweet minty scent to them, and they do twist down too for such a soft formula. There was a heat warning on the box that said to try to keep them out of like extreme heat and stuff like that, which makes sense because this is a softer formula. And then we have got the shade, I've worn this one a few times, Cheat Code. So this has got a golden sparkle through it. It's one of the more sheer formulas with sparkles, which there are a few of these with that beautiful sparkle in them. So this has got a pink gold sparkle. And again, that one there is Cheat Code. So I think there's like 4 or 5 with this type of a like sparkle formula to it. And again, you can really play with the lip liners and the fade and the color of the lip product depending on what lip liner that you choose. And I've just been having a ton of fun with these. So again, that one there is Cheat Code. And then we have got the shade Prismelt. So there's another one of those lighter ones. This has got, I think it's blue. I actually had this one in my pocket yesterday. Oh, isn't that stunning? Okay, let's just do this. Let's layer them. I haven't layered these just yet. I think this would look beautiful. Let's just do it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. With that eye palette, oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love this. So that is Prismelt. Stunning. So these translucent shades, while they work beautiful with the lip liners, I've worn most of them like that, layering them over darker shades, beautiful results. And then we have got the shade Lunar Token, which is a light nude sparkle. So this one is again Lunar Token. Look at that shine. I just can't get over it. I honestly feel like these lip products were made specifically for me, just saying. This one here is Pixel Storm. This is another shiny one. It's a little bit more pink in it. So this one is Pixel Storm. Right there. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Pixel Storm. And then this one here is called Bubble Hit. So I tried to kind of put like, this one's a pink one in a pink case and stuff, but this one doesn't have any sparkles in it. It's kind of like the first one that I had swatched, that kind of cream formula. Oh my gosh. So that one is Bubble Hit right there. And then we have got this beautiful nude cream, and this one is called Checkpoint. I've got it in this kind of green packaging. So again, this one is Checkpoint. Right there. And then we have got the shade Clean Slate, which is a more pinky kind of a nude. So this one is Clean Slate. Oh, I just love these, man. And then we have got the shade Endgame. This one is Endgame. Swatch it right next to this. Right there. So that one is Endgame. See how it looks much darker in the tube than it actually is. And then we have got the shade, this is a stunning color too. This is Stranger. Stranger. Yeah, I can read. Look at this. How much fun is wearing this one going to be with like those different sparkle topper kind of shades? I like the sparkle toppers by themselves, but layered, now that I just did that, I'm just like, oh my gosh. The combinations are endless. Look at this. Oh my god, that is such a cool color, man. So cool. So that one again is Stranger. And then last is the shade, oh, this is another one of the sparkly ones, Cypher. Oh, this is stunning too. So this one is Cypher. Oh my gosh. These, I'm seriously, these lip products were made for me. I cannot get over it. I have not been able to stop using them since I got them. They're stunning, absolutely stunning. So those are the new Kaleidos Glass Load Lip Melts and their refillable casing, which is also beautiful. They're all beautiful. They feel nice, weighted, substantial. They're just stunning products. So here you can see them again, the lip liners and the shades. Just a ton of combinations that you can do with these. So pretty. And then lastly from Kaleidos, they came out with 6 new shades of their Epiphany Glow Melt-On Eyeliners, which these are some of the best multi-chrome eyeliners I think that I have ever tried. I've tried a few and these are some of the best. So I use some of the other shades, their original shades, as bases for other multi-chrome eyeshadows, and some of the interest that you can get by layering like those multi-chrome liners as bases with multi-chrome powder shadows over the top is just super, super cool. They last really well on the waterline too. They're not super budge proof, but the original shades all ran a little bit dark, and I do use those usually on the outer portion, and I like to layer them over like a KVD pomade. Today I have got a bit of the blue on the outer portion, slightly layered over the green is what I have got on the KVD Power Green. That's what I've got on my waterline, and I've worn them by themselves as well because there are some lighter shades in here, and there's also like a white frosty one which I can use to mix with the other shades on the waterline to kind of lighten the other shades up, because I like a mid-tone, like brighter colored waterline. So these are just awesome, and the packaging is color coded as well, so that is super fun. So let's start off with, and the stickers are super small in these, Jackpot is the gold one. These are twist ups as well. Again, they're multi-chrome. So this one here is Jackpot. Beautiful. This one I've worn by itself on the waterline because you can see it's like a mid-tone shade. It's not like super deep. And then we have got Scarlet Striker. This is just another beautiful shade. All of these shades are beautiful. Their originals are beautiful and these are beautiful. So this one is Scarlet Striker. That is so pretty, man. And then we've got Lunaria. So this one is Lunaria. Right here. This is the white one, which is fun to lighten up the other shades on the waterline. So that one is Lunaria. And then we've got Moon Mechanic right here, which is like a silver multi-chrome. So this one is Moon Mechanic, and these are all new shades too, to the existing range. And then we've got Aurora Runner. Oh gosh. I feel like I say that about every product. So that one is Aurora Runner, which has got this purple multi-chrome to it. It's just stunning. It's like a gray purple. And then the last one is Miss Matrix, and that's what I've got slightly on the outer portion of my waterline today in the lash line. Oh, it's so pretty. I am just head over heels for these Kaleidos products. worth the wait. I am super excited to see what they do next because these new products are just outstanding. So those are their new multi-chrome liners, officially called, let's read it again here, the Epiphany Glow Melt-On Eyeliners right there. They're stunning. Absolutely stunning. And a massive thank you to Kaleidos for sending over their latest launch as well. I also got a PR package from Wonderskin. They sent over their Wonder Blading All Day Lip Stain in the shade Demure. So this has got 4 milliliters or 0.135 fluid ounces of product, and it's made in the USA. So what I've been seeing on Instagram and the social medias is people are using these lip stains as liners, and I believe there's a couple brands that came out with lip stain liners. It's a stain, like, you know, just like a lip stain, but in a liner type of a dispensary system. So these here can actually work really well like that too, and they sent a brush over so you can do that with. So you can just take the product, line your lips with the brush, and then you wipe off like the film on it and it leaves a stain. So I'm going to swatch Demure. Then I'm going to grab the last PR product that I have, and then I'm going to rub the surface off so you can see the stain that this leaves behind. The color itself, without like removing like the top coat of this, is really pretty. It's like this metallic kind of purple, but that's not actually the shade of the stain left behind. So I'll just leave that there. And I do like that there's a little lip brush too if you want to get really precise with that. This is the card that came in the box right there. So this is a new shade. It says introducing new Demure. Softly powerful, effortlessly polished, naturally you meet Demure, a warm, rosy brown nude that speaks quiet luxury for lips. That's what it says on the card. And then lastly, I got a PR package from Pixi. They came out with some fragrances. There are 3 fragrances that can be mixed and matched to kind of create a custom scent. There's Pixie Fig, Pixie Rose, and Pixie Mimosa. Petra's quote on here says, "My favorite layering ritual, I start with mimosa in the morning to energize, spritz on rose after lunch, and finish with fig before dinner, creating a clean, intriguing scent that adapts to my skin. Play, experiment, and find your perfect Pixie perfume routine." So definitely meant to be mixed and matched. So here is the box right here. And then this is what they look like. So the packaging looks like this right here. They're kind of like travel style packaging, and I haven't played with these enough in terms of the mixing and matching to find like my favorite combination. I have just like spritzed every single one of them to smell them. So that's kind of how I've used them thus far, but they're not, in my opinion, they're not super intense fragrances, so that makes them a little bit easier to wear. But that's fun from Pixi, and a huge thank you to Pixi for sending these guys over as well. I was trying to see if you guys could read that, but the writing is pretty metallic. So each one of these have got 0.5 fluid ounces or 15 milliliters of product, and they are made in the UK. And the Pixi website's having a really good Black Friday sale too. I was actually on there, and I was going to place an order for a bunch of the Glow Tonic to goes, the ones that have pre-soaked rounds in them, because they're so convenient, and I love that product. I use it morning and night. Let's wipe off this coating so you can see the color of the Demure stain from Wonderskin right here. So you can see that just rolls off, and you're left with like a berry nude stain, and that'll probably be on my hand at least until tomorrow. And a huge thank you to Wonderskin for sending over that lip stain as well. And that is everything that I have for the haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.